Okay, now that's better, and it sounds like the sound's right. Got the camera right. Sorry about that, guys. Wait till everybody catches up. I got 10 people back here now. We had about 20. And I did see some comments from Louise and Smilena Kirilova from Toronto, and so hopefully everybody's able to join us here. Emmy Sensei, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I think I had it all set up. I think I must have kicked a wire that got so I was the only thing that was available to me was my my computer's camera, which is not very good. You know, if we're gonna do a show, may as well do it right. I gotta look pretty. I gotta look pretty for you guys. I want to look my best. Actually, some of the cameras are getting too good. Then they give you all the imperfections in your face. So this is pretty good. It looks pretty good actually right now. I think we're looking okay. Yesterday I was told we were a little bit. My face was a little bit red, so I was trying to adjust the color. Maybe I didn't adjust it, but I don't know. It looks okay here. I wonder. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Let's see. Anyway, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this while we're doing the show. Yes, early show today, guys, and I will explain why the sudden early show. I don't know. The picture looks pretty good on my YouTube. Look okay to you guys? It looks really good, actually. These smokes. Hopefully it sounds as good as it looks. Okay, yeah, that's that. So sorry about that. Okay, yes. Emmy Sensei, yes, 8 p.m. today, exactly. Hello, Sunshine is live, or is it Memorex? That is a very old joke. Wow, but I remember it. Is it live or is it Memorex? This is live, babies. This is live. Hello from Ottawa. Sorry about that, Louise. Had to switch channels there. We're back. We got back to 14 people, so I think we got everybody that had joined us in the first one. I look okay. Looks good. Sounds good on Facebook and YouTube. Perfect. Okay. That's excellent. Yeah, I think I sound good. Jeez, guys, this mic. I'm telling you, I have one more mic, and it was a very expensive mic, but I took the mic stand. It's a boom mic. I can show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. One sec. Not a boom mic. What do you call it? It's not a boom mic. It's what do you call these? Hey, this is a super nice mic. This mic is a serious mic. They use it on like Hollywood films and that kind of thing. As it does, this mic, I have to say, sounds incredible. Now, when I have it on a stand like this, it's a kind of awkward looking mic. What the good thing about this mic is you kind of put it like right here, so it's just under the camera like that. You can see it now, but if you put it just here and above you, it picks up really, really, really nice. I mean, it is a serious mic. Now, a shotgun microphone. There you go. Thank you, Jonathan. Shotgun mic. Yeah. The Sennheiser. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. It was expensive, but it's incredible. And so, and certainly when I'm doing voiceover work and that kind of thing, I use that. But I took the stand to boom it to here. I took that to New York, and unfortunately, I think I gave it to Emmy Sensei by accident. So, Emmy-san, you might have my stand. You're in Japan now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I got to get a new stand for it. So it's not a great mic to have in the picture. But this is a different one, guys. Like for those of you who are interested in mics, here you're gonna hear a little scratchy sound. Sorry about that. Oh, I just tore off a bit of my sponge. This is the mic. It's Audio Technica. Now, can you hear the difference between my voice from the back and then here to the front? Like, that's incredible. It really blocks out the other directions nicely. This, I actually like it without this muff ball. I mean, I think if you have that, I think if I blew into it, yeah, there, you get that. But if I'm talking around this distance, probably okay. Anyhow, okay, we got this is how sensitive this mic is. A little bit of background noise. So, I got this mic, guys, because I needed 4. And I'm going to be doing some podcasting here. Actually, we've only done one podcast, and that was with Emmy Sensei and Maria, who did not show her face, but she was in there. So 3 of us around the table in the studio. but I thought I would have up to 3 guests, so 4 people. Now the really good one that they have, like on the Joe Rogan podcast, that's about $400 a mic. So it would have been $1,600 by 4, and I wasn't sure how much podcasting I'd be doing. So it's like, okay, I don't want to go that far. Is there a less expensive alternative that sounds okay? And this Audio Technica mic, made in Japan, let me tell you guys, it was $100, $100 a mic, and the reviews on it were like, okay, $100 is not very much spent on a mic. This thing sounds incredible. For $100, it's just amazing. So, all right, fine. And then I had points. There's a store here in Japan called Audio House, and it's basically a professional audio kind of store. It's really for professionals. So it's got it's mostly mics and sound equipment for bands, for recording equipment, that kind of thing. So it's here in Japan. They deliver to you. It's pretty interesting. You make your purchase, and then you get a little QR code, and you take the QR code to the convenience store, and then you can pay in cash or a credit card, whatever you want, at the convenience store. And the second you pay, they send it. And then if you just let it go for a week or 10 days or whatever, once you've let it go for maybe 10 days, then they erase the order. So you've technically ordered, but until you pay it doesn't go through. So it's very interesting that way. This is kind of a cool system. You just go to your convenience store, you're going to buy a little sandwich, and by the way, pay for my microphone. And it really comes fast. So anyway, I had points because I had purchased some other sound equipment there. I had points. So I bought these four mics, guys, this Audio Technica, these 4 mics. And it cost me $160, so $40 a mic. But that's because of points. But the actual price would have been $100 a mic, and I think it sounds incredible. I've even done some recordings with this, and certainly but it's got a good look to be putting on the desk like this. So I think for maybe less for Rakugo, even for Rakugo, you could do it with this mic in front. Kind of looks good, but I like it. Actually, I like it with I like it better with this sponge. It comes with this sponge. The sponge is okay. But now the problem is if I blow on it, yeah. So that's why you got the sponge. But if you don't blow on it, try not to blow on it. Sounds pretty good, eh? Midnight with sunshine. Oh, yeah. So that's that. Anyway, guys, now that you're all here, we got 22. Yeah. You do tend to blow on the mic, eh? I guess you need the sponge. I don't know. What do you think? Is it tolerable? Okay, so we got 20 people here, so I think everybody has migrated towards the new. Sorry about that. Okay, just getting some advice here from Jonathan. Okay, I'll look at that after. Sorry for the early show today, guys. What happened? Right at the time of our regular show, which would be 11 a.m. to 12 midday here in Tokyo, which is 9 to 10 p.m. in New York, the regular show time. I realized now there's been signs up for months, so I didn't know that this was going to happen, but it didn't dawn on me that it was going to interrupt the show. Basically, they're shutting down all the power in this entire apartment building for 1 hour, and that includes internet. Actually, I think I can still use my lights or something like that, but it includes internet. The elevator's not going to be working. The intercom system. They're doing some kind of a repair. Now this has been planned. Since I came back. I've seen the signs up in the elevator for a month. I taped the sign up on my wall. Not that I do anything particularly important here outside of this show. If I was recording, it would just be the camera. I could probably even record. Everything's battery powered and everything like that. Well, maybe not the lights. I don't know. But so that just happened to be. It dawned on me today, guys. So I'm really sorry about that. So I just do the show an hour early. I just figured an hour. I could do an hour early or an hour late, but an hour late for my friends in Europe, none of whom seem to have joined anyway. For my friends in Europe, anybody from Europe out there? I think it would have been a ridiculous time in the morning, so I decided to do it 1 hour early. And I'm sorry about the short notice. That's that. So it's not nothing big. Just I'm gonna have no power for an hour. I'm going to go out for a run for that hour personally. So let's see. We got a good crowd now. Let's see. Louise, hello from Ottawa. Thank you for switching channels. Looks good and sounds good on Facebook and YouTube. That's great. Now I just look at my computer so I can see it. Rita Kozan, itsumo arigatou gozaimasu. Shotgun microphone. That's exactly it. Okay, yeah, it's exactly it. Smilena, so sorry about that. You were the first comment when I started the show. I wanted to congratulate you. Yeah, sometimes you're right in there. Smilena, you were right in there, and then my camera wasn't working, so I had to switch. So sorry about that. But officially today, Smilena from Toronto is the first comment. Thank you so much. Big difference, yes. Is that the camera? Yeah. No, I mean this is nice. It's nice. Amy Sensei, sorry, I'm on another meeting now. I missed something you said about me. See you later. Yeah, talking about you behind your back, in front of your face. Looking forward to seeing you, Amy Sensei. Be seeing Sensei day after tomorrow, I think. Watch them foam windshields. When they age, they crumble, and dust might get in the mic. Sounds good. Sounds good for the money. Could be Newman. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, right? Now that is okay. Now that is really good advice about the foam. So I should keep the foam off. I thought it was keeping dust. I thought it was kind of keeping dust outside. I want to be careful with. I mean, this one. I mean, but the other one is it's an expensive mic, so I'm gonna try a pop shield. Yeah. I don't know. Do I want an extra circle here in front of my mic? Or the foam? I don't know. I think the foam looks better. I'm not sure. I want as little as possible. That's why, I like the shape of this mic. It kind of looks cool, especially at an angle like this. I feel like, Conan O'Brien or something like that. I feel like, yeah. Oh, Johnson, yeah, you're in UK, right? Sorry about that. Yeah. Tidphil has not been with us for a while. Now I'm getting worried because Tidphil has not been with us. He missed last week's Rakugo. Leho-san, regular member, even on a different time. She is on top of it. Can't hear any windows without the phone. Okay, that's good. It's good. You're in the UK, and it's 1:17, yeah. And Cindy Sibilski-sama. Otsukare-sama. I think it means the sponge after a long time begins to age and degrade. That happened to my headphones. Yeah, no, I got you. Now I just happen to have that foam on. I guess I should just touch the foam every once in a while and make sure it's not dried out. Is that what I should be doing? Or should I be taking it off? But I was trying to keep dust out of the mic because this is a very dusty room. I thought the sponge was doing that. But then if the sponge is going to turn into dust itself, that would maybe defeat the purpose. So I'm going to look into that. But thank you guys for the heads up, Alisa and Jonathan. Cameron, reporting from Maui, Cuts of Sunshine Rules. Random fan question: what is your favorite beer? My favorite beer. It's a Japanese beer. It's called Toriaizu Nama. Toriaizu. I don't know if you speak Japanese. Do you speak Japanese? 1 second. I got my wire. My wire is bugging me here. Toriaizu. Toriaizu just means we'll just make the first drink a something, and Nama means draft. I do like my favorite beer in Japan is actually Asahi Super Dry. Now some people, that's a newer beer. That's not Asahi. I think was kind of getting a real beating in the beer wars in Japan. This is what I heard, that they were kind of losing a little bit of market share and all that to Sapporo and Kirin and all that. And then they came out with this Super Dry. Personally, I love it. And I realize, and I'm a huge fan of Brewdog. I don't know if you guys know that brewery, plus a chain of bars. It's out from, I think it's based in UK, in Scotland. But I can't drink too much IPA. I just find it the taste too strong, the feeling too syrupy. I really prefer beer to be just dry and clean and super cold. Super, super, super cold. So they have in Japan, I haven't seen this elsewhere, but they have in Japan, they have some draft I don't know what you call them, the draft machines, whatever, with the tank. And they have a number on it, and they say our beer right now is being chilled to minus like 2 degrees Celsius. Now, if it was water, that would mean it would be ice. But because beer is 5 or 6% alcohol, that means it's still barely liquid. I say barely. And then they chill the glass in freezers. So the glass comes out, they call it, in Japanese, they call it kin kin, which means just frozen solid. The mug comes out frozen, and then they're pouring in beer that is 2 degrees lower than the freezing temperature of water. So it's freezing cold. And ice crystals form at the top of the beer by the time they've poured you this beer. And so when you're drinking it, you're getting a few ice crystals in with your first sip of super cold beer. I just don't think there's just any better feeling than that, especially like after 2 hours of performing Rakugo when I'm in need of replenishing fluids. Holy smokes, do I love it. Now, a lot of people are, depending on the country, like I think the UK, you drink beer a lot of the beer is drunk room temperature, right? So not every country even chills beer. And a lot of people like their IPAs, which I respect. I know that there's a lot of work that goes into the making of an IPA, and I know a lot of people who kind of look down at Asahi Super Dry, stuff like that, as a very kind of common beer for the commoners or whatever. Like it hasn't got that cachet of like so-called craft beers or the beers that are made by smaller companies and that, they put a lot of work on it. I respect that. I totally respect that. But that's not where I'm going in terms of taste. I love it. I love it just freezing and just crisp. That's why I like my beer. To answer your question, that was a good question. I haven't thought deeply about beer for a long time. I don't mind. I don't mind like the IPA. When you got a strong IPA and it's been aged in some whiskey barrel for 2 years before they serve it, like I can appreciate the taste of that for a few sips. If you gave me like a small wine glass and I had a little wine glass of it, I could take it. But for the real feeling of drinking beer, like give me an Asahi Super Dry any day. I am happy as anything. For Canadian beers, where would I go? Where would I go for Canadian beer for something like that? I don't know. What do we usually have at home? Sleeman, like something like that. I don't know. All right, what do we got, guys? Thank you for the question. Timothy Guzman, get an air purifier. Yeah, it's exactly, yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. That's what I got to do. Nathan Shue, glad to find your live stream. I had the honor of watching you live in Chicago twice. Thank you so much. I was looking forward to that again last year before the pandemic hit, but awesome that you're here. Yeah, I've performed now, I think it's twice at the Japan Festival in Chicago, put on by the Chamber of Commerce is there. I think the chamber is at the Chicago and Osaka are sister cities, and do they have a Chamber of Commerce or something like that puts it on, and it's helped by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Japan and obviously the embassy or consulate, the consul general in Chicago. Love Chicago. So we were looking actually to take the next step. Now that we had a 6-month run on Broadway, we were hoping to get an actual theater in Chicago and do a couple nights. That was next on the list. That's coming hopefully this year. So hold tight, Nathan. I do hope to see you again. Please say hi. And meanwhile, we will start up. I mean, my stuff is still in the dressing room on Broadway, so I'm gonna start up again. So, it's not that far from Chicago. So you can stop over in New York if you like. Socks are great covers. Okay, that's a great idea. Jeez, Jonathan, total. Are you involved in sound or something like that? Is that your area, or are you just knowledgeable about this? This is great advice. Yeah, put a sock on it. Hey, when I stop talking, I'll put a sock on it. Put a sock in it? Is that the way to tell someone to shut up? Put a sock in it. Put a sock on it. I don't know. I bought an air purifier. Believe me, I wish it took care of dust. Still get a lot of dust on my black glass TV stand. Oh, really? Huh. Maybe you need a better air purifier. I have had some pretty good air purifiers in my time. Holy smokes, the one I had in New York, and I needed it. Man, was my apartment in New York ridiculous for dust, but yeah. Budai baseball san Hiyasugi. Nah, that's the way I like it. To each their own. Budai baseball san Natsuba wa kin kin gai yaro? Yaro? Yeah, here it is. Kin. Frozen beer, man. Oh yeah. No, listen, I'm telling you, it is great, Elisa. I don't know if I've ever seen that in any other country where they say like this beer is chilled to -2 degrees Celsius, or like they even put it pretty detailed, -1.8 or something like that. And I think they have like little sensors that can actually change. I think they're actually taking the temperature for some of them. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's just like I want one now. Louise, cold beer's the best, right? I think like Canada, we like our beer cold, right? Yeah. Cotton socks make great dust covers. Thank you very much. Jonathan, who is either a mic expert or a dust expert. We're still trying to figure out which one. Thanks for the insight. I am an Asahi Super Dry guy too. Oh, okay, good. Ichiban. Only one store has it in Maui, and they run out fast. When that happens, it fills me with sadness. doesn't spark joy, right? Doesn't spark joy when they run out of Asahi. Now, be careful of the Asahi Super Dry or other products that you're drinking abroad. I don't know if, well, it's Hawaii, so I would assume they're getting it from Japan. I hope it's getting it from Japan, but I was at a restaurant. Oh, where the heck was it? It was somewhere in the States. You know, guys, I can't remember. This happened within a year ago. It was within the last year. I can't remember where I was, but it was after a show. We went to a Japanese restaurant, and their draft. Now, this was draft. I don't think it was cans, but I'm not sure now. Anyway, Asahi Super Dry came out. I was like, oh, yeah, wow, they got Super Dry here. Perfect. Bring it on. And it didn't taste good. It didn't taste good at all, unfortunately. I don't want to put down. I don't say. I don't want to say it tastes good. It didn't taste the same. It wasn't Asahi Super Dry the way I know it. And so I asked the restaurant. I was like, okay, well, this is something weird. Yeah, and it did taste off. Okay, so I didn't think I was drinking something where like they don't clean the pipes or something, because you get that sometimes. Less in Japan, I think, but. And so yeah, this our suppliers in Canada, so they brew it in Canada. So Asahi has licensed the brewing rights to Asahi Super Dry to a Canadian brewery. I'm not sure which Canadian brewery it was. So it's not the same. It's not the same as the one you would get in the United States and as you would get in Japan. And it was like from first taste, I was like, okay, this is not what I'm used to drinking. So, and I assume, that's just economics, right? Like I assume that happens with other beers as well. It just so happens that that's my favorite beer, and so I know it. I really, really, really know how it tastes. So even maybe if you're not a huge drinker of Asahi Super Dry, you might not even care. It might taste the same to you. But if you like it, if you're one that really likes this Asahi Super Dry crisp taste, then you'll be disappointed with that. So if any of you not in Japan drink some Asahi Super Dry that you get at your local beer store or supermarket or wherever, or the restaurant, and you say, oh, I don't really like this that much. What's Sunshine talking about? Maybe, just maybe, it was not the proper stuff brewed in Japan. So that's my story there. Let me know, Cam. Let me know what is it actually like? Are they getting it from Japan? But if you like it, then they're probably getting it from Japan, I would say. Now it's interesting. It's interesting. We get it from Canada. It's like, oh, okay, here's blame Canada all over again, right? You do music production, Johnson. Oh, okay, there we go. So you are a dust expert, right? You got to be careful with dust with all kinds of things, instruments and all the electronic stuff. Very good, very good, very good. Cool. Thank you for the advice, my friend. So I'm glad you appreciate the sound of this mic. Not bad, right? It's not bad. Now with the live, it's getting processed through all kinds of stuff, through Ecamm Live and then YouTube and all that. So even when I listen, it's not where I'd like it to be, but it's not bad. Ed, late to the show. No, I'm early to the show. Sorry about that. So because my electricity is getting shut down in the building for repairs right when I was supposed to start the show, doing the show an hour early today. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for checking in. Wow, look at this. We got 26 people watching, even though we started an hour early. I really like it. I always like the Sapporo in the steel cans. I cannot disagree with that either. Sapporo's great. I have a story about Sapporo beer. So I'm back in Canada. I'm seeing some friends. There's Leo and Lara. I even remember which friends. It was awesome. Really, really, just best friends, and I hadn't seen for a long, long time. Seen Leo and Lara. This is a couple years ago. I'm in my kimono. I thought, let's go out. It's Toronto. I'm going to wear a kimono, see if anybody likes it. I don't know, whatever. It was just before the days of the sunshine denim kimono, so it was just my normal kimono. So I wasn't looking as hot as I look these days in my denim kimono. I wasn't looking as stylish, not quite where I am these days. So we go in this restaurant, and it's Leo and Lara, they both knew it. It's a kind of famous place, and it's not Japanese. It's a kind of a really hip tapas like bar, fusion tapas. It has the feel of a club in the decor and the music and stuff, but you're sitting. It's definitely a restaurant. This waitress, hilarious. This waitress comes in, and she was very chatty, which is awesome. But I would prefer the waiter or waitress to be chatty after they have served the first round of drinks. And once I got a drink in my hand, I love talking. I love talking to waitstaff. I love talking to waiters, waitresses. I hate the ones that ignore you or they're too busy. Wow, I don't hate them for being too busy to talk, but you know, I'd rather joke around, chat. That's what you're there for. It's that social interaction. I love it. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I really wanted my first drink. Anyway, she's talking. She comes in to our little corner and is like, "Oh, there's a kimono. That's a cool kimono." She said to me, "Right? She knows my kimono." So I was pretty happy. So I said, "Yeah, I've been in Japan now, almost 20 years, 18 years now. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 years ago, right?" Yeah, and I love Japan. What do you do in Japan? Well, I'm doing this kind of comic storytelling, and I'm hoping to perform on Broadway someday, and I'm edging towards that. Last year, I was in the Winter Garden Theater, as you know, just down the street. And she said, "Wow, Winter Garden Theater, that's amazing." And, yeah, I'd love to go to Japan. And I said, "Oh, yeah, yes, you go." You know, a lot of people, they think they're going to go for a little bit, but then they get addicted to Japan and they just stay like me, like so many years. I wasn't expecting to go for so long. We talked for like a good 5 minutes, joking around, everything. I think it was a little bit earlier in the shift, so I don't think there was that many people. Anyway, she was kind enough to chat with us for 5 minutes. And the entire center of the conversation, 5 minutes, was about me, my kimono, and Japan, Japanese storytelling, Japanese culture, what she would like about Japan, what she wouldn't like about Japan. And then, I said, by the way, we're a bit thirsty. Do you mind? I said, "Oh, yeah, sorry to be so chatty. What would you like to drink?" And I said, "What do you have on tap?" I love it, like it's just cold beer. And she said, we got about 5 beers on tap, but you know what? There's this one that just came in, and I really like it. You might not have heard of it before. It's called Sapporo. Like, what? I was like, I think this young lady did not realize that Sapporo was a Japanese beer. I think she honestly, just saw Sapporo and said, "Oh, new beer's come in." She tried it, liked it, and has been recommending it. And probably everybody that she offers it to knows it's Japanese beer, so nobody's asked her yet. I don't know. I thought at first she was making fun of me, guys. It's like, you may not have, we've just been talking about Japan for the last 5 minutes. I'm wearing a kimono. And she says, "Oh, no, this is one. It's a new beer. I don't know if you've heard of it. Sapporo?" Pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, you know what? And after I have some appetizers here, I'm thinking of going to have a hamburger at this new joint down the street. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called McDonald's. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. I mean, it was just cute. It was cute because she was just being sincere, but I thought she was making fun of me. I thought she was making a really pretty good high level joke. That's why I laughed. I said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "Oh no, oh, that's a Japanese beer." And she said, "Oh, is that Japanese? Oh, okay, that's fine." So I guess you do know it. So she was on top of it. She wasn't like she wasn't lacking anything up here or anything like that. I'm not saying anything like that. It was just really funny. He's like, maybe you don't know this one. Sapporo? Hilarious. It's cute. Just a cute story. I agree. I agree with like, so I'm late or I'm early. So for those of you who just joined us, had to do the show early today because my power is going off for 1 hour at exactly the hour I would ordinarily be doing this show, which is in about 23 minutes. So sorry about that, guys. Eric and Rafaela-san, very, very sorry about that. I knew about this for a month, but it didn't dawn on me that the 1 hour, because I'm not doing anything in my studio here that would really be affected by a complete power outage. You know, working on my computer, there's got a battery on it, that kind of thing. So I had it in my mind. I know there's a bit of a power outage today. Now, I got up this morning, looked at the time, and looked at the power outage and thought, oh, that's exactly when I'm supposed to do my show. So apologize for that. I do apologize for that. Cindy. Asahi stopped contracting out to licensed breweries in U.S., Canada like last year, according to Shin, who used to drink super dry. Okay. Now that is really good news. So my story obviously predates that. But I would say I thought a year ago, but it could have been, time flies. Could have been 2 years ago. Yeah, it would have been that was definitely pre-Broadway. So 2 years ago. So maybe just before that. Anyhow, I don't blame them. I'm sure they got complaints. And I'm glad they did that. So they just ship it, right? Is that how that works? Anyway, I'm glad they did that. That's great news. So maybe you're getting the real thing. Alisa-san, what a coincidence. What's the coincidence? What's the coincidence here? Okay, not sure what. I think we've gone far beyond the coincidence. I can't remember what the coincidence is. Asahi is a million times better than Coors Banquet. Coors Banquet. By the way, we binge watched 3 seasons of Cobra Kai over 3 days. Thanks to you, Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. I tell you, I binged it. And I just went to my friend's place, Tanaka-san. I went to his place yesterday. And I said, I watched the first 4 episodes with him and then went home. And I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to stop watching this. And he laughed, but I went to his place yesterday. Oh, by the way, he said, so how much have you watched so far? I said, no, I didn't stop until I didn't stop. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't stop until the next morning until I watched all there was to watch. 3 seasons. Yeah, it's awesome, right? It's awesome. I can't believe how good they look. Like all the actors, Ralph Macchio and the blonde guy and what's her name? Elizabeth Shue is super hot at 58 years old. Holy moly. Nicely done. She still looks beautiful. Holy smokes. Anyway. It's great. Yeah. So anyway, so Lewis probably didn't get the note that I'm doing it early. Wanted Lewis here. Smilena is out there. Smilena is still there. Leafs, perfect record this season. 1-for-1 with a beautiful overtime win over Montreal. So nice to have the hockey season back. I can't wait to go to a game again. But yeah. Mike, that's a funny story. Yeah, thanks. Leo-san, Bachi, thank you. Cute. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Still remember that waitress. Yeah, it was funny. No apology needed. It's all good. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah. Is it okay to like Asahi and Coors Banquet? What's Coors Banquet? Oh, Auntie Joe? We got an Auntie Joe note? What? What's that? 58 is not old. It's I know. So 50's not old. I'm 50. Okay, look, I know, I know. But I don't. When I look at pictures of myself, Auntie Joe, I'm not talking about you. All right, don't get personal. Don't take this personally. I'm just saying, when I look at myself at like 20, I look pretty good. I'm slim. Now, it's 50. It's just like you get to this point. It's different. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm sorry for the ageist joke. It wasn't a joke. I was complimenting her on how good she looks for 58. That's all I was saying. And the other guys, too. They look incredible. I think they look incredible. They're my age, right? How old is Ralph Macchio? I wasn't even being sexist. I was saying her. I was also saying I started with the guys, okay? Auntie Joe? Leave me alone. Ralph Macchio, American actor. How old is he? The guy looks incredible. He's 59. Oh, okay. So he's 9 years old. Jeez. 9 years older than me. The guy looks amazing. And so does his counterpart. I can't remember. It's so bad. I can never remember. I can remember his counterpart's name. You know what? It's not fair. I'm going to look him up because why does Ralph Macchio get all the credit? Oh, maybe Auntie Joe knows it. I'm not upset, just correcting. But I didn't say she was old. I was saying, holy smokes, she looks super hot at 58 years old. 58 years old, the old in that sentence is just part of number plus years plus old. You have to say it to say someone's age. It doesn't mean they're old. Right? She looks very, very mature for 17 years old. But I'm saying she's young there. So old doesn't necessarily mean old. No, Auntie Joe, I have to correct your correction. That's not, I wasn't even implying that 58 was in any way old. I was just saying to be looking that super hot at 58 is an accomplishment. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of looking super hot in their 50s, Leo's on 50s as well. LOL. Exactly. 50 years young, Leo. Okay. Now, so, no competition. Leo-san, Elizabeth Shue, holy smokes. Just forget it. Leo-san, it just looks incredible. But you have the advantage of looking 25. So that's the thing about Elizabeth Shue. If you want to do a comparison there, Elizabeth Shue does not look. She doesn't look young. Actually, you look at her face. She doesn't look like, you're not saying, oh my gosh, she looks like she's 25. Like Lejo-san literally looks 25. That's because she does gymnastics, which is another story. But Elizabeth Shue I think she looks close to her age. I'd say, yeah, I'd put her in her 50s. But she's just wow, she's really kept it together. Now, I don't know, Hollywood stars have their plastic surgery and all that. I don't know if there's any of that happening or she's just stayed in shape. But I don't think Ralph Macchio has had plastic surgery. He looks great. And who's the other guy? So is anybody gonna give it to me, or am I gonna? Geez, I really walked into something now. No, I feel like now the more I talk, the more trouble I get into. One sec. Cobra Kai actors. Okay. It'll come up. William Zabka. That's the blonde guy. Kind of the bad guy in the Karate Kid, but in Cobra Kai, you really see layers of his personality. He's really not all that bad. I love the guy. He's funny, so unpolitically correct, and they played it so well because you still got a bit of his kind of the asshole side of him is still a little bit there, but you also see he's had it tough and he's been treated unfairly a lot of times, and he battles through it. The guy battles through life, and I like him. I think he's a really likable character. Now Ralph Macchio in Cobra Kai sometimes gets on your nerves. Not that Ralph Macchio gets on your nerves. It's the character. It's so they kind of reverse. You feel for the people around Ralph Macchio, especially his wife, who his wife plays just a really straight straight and narrow. Like, don't you think you're taking this too far? And let's have some balance. And like, she's perfect she's a perfect foil for him. What's his wife? Is that Courtney Hengler? Amanda, yeah. Anyway, great actors. But and then Martin Cove, who is like, how old is he? He's amazing too. He's just pure evil. I think they do too much with his character. Sometimes he's annoying. Like, why is he that evil? Like, he doesn't have to be that bad for it to be interesting. I think they go too far, like they do sometimes in Hollywood. He's 74. Man, he looks good too. Everyone, like, they've done a great job. Anyway, the show's awesome. I'm walking into more and more trouble as we continue. I got 13 more minutes until they shut down the power. I'm going to go to the end, guys. I'm going to go down. I'm going to do the show until the power shuts down. Let's see what happens. Is that okay, guys? So I could be in mid-sentence. We'll see. Okay, I just want to see what happens. Do you guys mind? That's kind of fun, right? Let's see what happens when power shuts down. Anyway, Leozan, you are in a different category, okay? So maybe you should move to LA. Maybe there's a place for you in Hollywood, I think. Okay, I'm right. Have you watched any episodes of the Rakugo Anime Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju? I certainly have, Cam. It is not pretty cool. It is off the charts awesome. Let me put that up again. The comments automatically disappear in 15 seconds. That's the setting I have it on. Maybe I should put it on longer. I'm an anime guy who likes the old stuff like Ashita no Jo to Kinnikuman to Slam Dunk. Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju is a newish anime storylines devoted to Rakugo. Yeah. No, I love it. And I'm actually I'm enlisting the help of Cindy and Shin to try to get permission to put parts of it on my YouTube channel, because I would like to do a series of, a professional Rakugo storyteller comments on Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, which I forgot what the English title is. Falling Stories or Falling Words or something like that. Falling Words, which is reference to the Japanese word ochi, which means punchline, and every Rakugo story ends in a punchline. Anyhow, the show's awesome, and I watched, what did I do the other day? I rewatched, I think, like, season 1, episode 1, and like within 15 minutes, I was like, man, I could talk for an hour on this. It was just so interesting, like, just different things that it unravels and shows about, like Rakugo and the Rakugo life and the apprenticeship, or going up to your master or going up to the person you want to be your master, asking them if they will take you as an apprentice, because that's where they are at that point. She brings the little kid. No, there's so much to say. And also, like, about the way Rakugo would have been a long time ago. There's a little bits of that sort of history in it too. Anyway, dying to sink my teeth into that. Shin and Cindy, if you are still listening, and it looks like you are because I see a comment there at the bottom. Emi Kikusan, I know it's a compliment. Of course it's a compliment. What are you talking about? Speaking of people who do not look their age. Leo-san, our resident model. Exactly. Crazy. Looking forward to meeting you in person, as I keep saying. We are all 50. I was last Tuesday. Are you serious? Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm doing 51. I was just talking to my dad, actually, an hour ago. And we were talking, like, he had a whole 50th birthday planned for me, but I haven't, since I've turned 50, I haven't been able to go to Toronto. Turned 50 in April. So he said, look, you might turn 51 by the time we have it, but we're having your 50th birthday. So nice. So nice of him to remember my age. Yeah. Let's see. Eric and Rafaela, keep on digging that hole. We need help from Luis. Yeah, really. Luis and Etijo gonna get on me. So, yeah, resident model. Of course. What are you talking about? Of course. Shocked? How can you be shocked? No, I don't look 25. Sounds like a kid. Well, I don't know. Okay, look, I've only seen pictures. I don't know. Do you airbrush your pictures then? because you look 25 in your pictures. I can say that. I bet you, Leo-san, you go to New York and you would not get served without ID. I bet you they would ask you for ID still. Maybe depend on how you dressed. If you dressed even a little bit young, done, finished. Show me your ID. We contacted Crunchyroll. Updates. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Whatever they say. If they say like you use a picture or use 5 seconds or stills or whatever they say, is awesome. And if they say get lost, then that's that. You actually contact Crunchyroll. Tell them to add more J dramas. It's all K dramas as much as I love those too. Okay, we got to get more J going out there. That's my job. I like how Emi Sensei looks. So do I. Emi Sensei. 53. Yeah, Ed. I have seen Ed in person. We had a nice little. We didn't have pizza, did we? We had burgers, right? We went to Shake Shack and then had burgers in my hotel room with Emi Sensei as well. That was a lot of fun. I think we would have gone to a restaurant, but it was kind of a COVID-y time. So we decided to just do the hotel room. It's actually kind of nice. You're in a hotel, like, I don't know, you can spend as long as you want. We were there pretty late, weren't we? Descending Stories. Thank you very much. Descending Stories is what it is, which is actually a great, great title. I'll be there this year. Ed Dombrowski. I'll be there this year. Where? Oh, 53. That's crazy. Leo-san. Cool. I should have figured you'd be a big Shogun Shinju fan. I really hope commentary proposal becomes reality. That would be super cool. So yeah, so the update there is that Cindy and Shin, who are very, very heavily involved in the manga and anime world and have been for a long time, are going to hook me up, hopefully, with the right person to talk to. And because I'd love to do this. I want to do, like, I have so much to say about this. And so I hope we can make it happen. Yeah, sorry, got that comment. Almost at the end here. I'm going until the hour. 6 more minutes in the show, guys. I'll be joining the 50 Club this year, so I get all of the 80s references. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 80s. Love it. Wow. Are you surprised, Ed? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Leo-san, you just look young. True, they ask ID. Hola! Say hello. I told you. You would definitely get carded. I think you'll still get carded at 70, personally. You are a truly ageless person. Unless you're seriously photoshopping your photos. Well, I don't know about that. Because we have not met in person yet. As I say, I'm still Auntie Joe said you are all young pups. Come on, Auntie Joe, you're young forever. How old are you, Auntie Joe? I never remember. You are ageless as well. How many years older than me are you? When I was little, you were in university. I can't even figure it out. Anyway, if you want to share your age, since we're on the topic, feel free. If not, no problem. It's all a number. Crying out loud. Who cares? But it's kind of fun. Lil-san, I want your Gobentatsu training to be like you. Oh yeah. Me too. We gotta do training with Leo-san. We gotta do the show. Waiting for you in our 50s. Me too. We are waiting for you in our 50s. Same here, Emi Sensei. I want to follow in her steps. Leo-san, you're more popular than I am on this show, for crying out loud. Gobentatsu. Yes, Gobentatsu. Gobentatsu. So guys, 4 more minutes. Was there any topic I meant to? Oh yeah. So starting a new YouTube series, guys. It's a 1-week show, week after week, and it's called The Apprenticeship of Katsura Sunshine. I'm going to take a week and try to get as good or as knowledgeable or as proficient as I possibly can in what area of Japanese culture or cuisine or something. And there will be a video every day. Once we start, it'll be every day. So the first day is going to be just an introduction to that thing and a little bit of a video showing you how unknowledgeable I am, how much of a greenhorn I am at this area, whatever this is. And then on the Tuesday, there's going to be something like top 10 punny jokes, wordplay jokes about this thing. And then on Wednesday, there might be a little bit of an interview with an expert in that area. Thursday, might do something in English and Japanese, something like that. On the Friday, I'll do another video. On the Saturday, I'm going to do a Rakugo, like a kind of dive into kind of series, Rakugo, about that topic. And on Sunday, I'm going to do something that actively demonstrates how far I've been able to get in that area. So if it's cuisine, I'm going to cook it. Here's going to be a cooking show. So the reason I say cooking is because the first week, my first shugyo, which is apprenticeship, my first apprenticeship is in Japanese fried chicken balls called karaage. Hugely popular food in Japanese, especially pubs, izakayas. So we started filming yesterday. It's going to be a video every week about karaage for 1 week. And it'll start in 2 weeks. And once I start, I'm going to do 1 year. I'm promising to do 1 year of them. So I'm going to do 52 different apprenticeships, 52 different shugyos. A video per day will be up on my, come hell or high water. A video every day will be put up on my YouTube channel. But it'll be 1 week on one theme, which is good. It's kind of fun, and it's something that we were really scanning YouTube for something that nobody's done yet. And just to structure it like this sounds a lot of fun. Now, Shugyo, the apprenticeship, is what I had to do to become a Rakugo storyteller. So it's kind of like I did my apprenticeship, my 3-year apprenticeship. Now I'm going to apprentice in some other things and see what it's like, just to try it for a week. So that's the theme. Hope you guys enjoy it. And so I'm filming now, but we're going to film about 2 weeks out. So I'm filming now, probably start last week of this month. But I will update you. Anyway, as I talk about my exciting new program, Leho-san is still getting all the comments. Where can I watch Leho-san's video? I should ask Leho-san. I'll send you a link. Emi-sensei. She has a YouTube channel. She doesn't Leo-san, you don't really advertise your stuff. You have a great Instagram and a YouTube channel showing you doing gymnastics. Both are awesome. You should advertise more. I don't know. I can put it up here. Emi-sensei, I will send you the link. But or Leo-san, if you want to list the link, you can get some traffic. Emi-sensei, thank you very much. So it's 10:59. I think at 11 o'clock I get shut down. So we'll see. Auntie Joe? Apprenticeship of Duddy. Yeah. Apprenticeship of Duddy Sunshine. Apprenticeship of Duddy Sunshine. That's very good. Reference to Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz, which is, I think, a book by Mordecai Richler. Thank you. Wait for the link. So let's see. It's 11 o'clock. So far nothing's happened. Eh? It's 11 o'clock. Are they giving a little bit of extra time? Okay, guys, I'm gonna be shut off. Like it's just gonna shut down. Like the power's gonna shut down. Apparently, when I check in here with different account, gymnastics one, he saw them maybe. No, I saw your videos a long time ago. I searched. No, you sent me a link. He saw them maybe. Is that me? I'm not spying on you. You sent me a link a long time ago, I think. Anyhow. Well, look, it's 11 o'clock, guys, and my internet is still. We can continue? We can continue. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, that's right. That's right. That was your So the name of you changed it. Middle-aged gymnast? Excellent. That's a different name. It used to be gymnast of middle age. Yeah, gymnast of middle age used to be that, right? Something gymnast, right? Yeah. That's it. Middle-aged gymnast. Middle-aged gymnast. Anyway, that's YouTube. Okay, check out the videos, guys, at Middle-aged Gymnast. So Lewis, I'm so sorry. my power's going down now for an hour. And so I did the show an hour early. And I actually mentioned you a little bit earlier in the program because I'm wearing the Leaf shirt. We're 1 for 1. So sorry about that. I didn't realize my power's going down for electricity repairs in the building. So I'm just going to get cut off, guys. There's going to be no goodbye. I do apologize for that. So Lewis, I started the show an hour early. I do apologize for that. It's something that I've known about for a month, but I just did not see that it was actually blocking. It was like 1 hour. So I was like, okay, who cares? Power goes out for an hour. I'll deal with it. I did not calculate that it was right when I was going to be doing this show. Anyway, but this is good. So they're giving us a little bit of extra time here. It's 11:02 and the power's still on. So,